of Jesus Christ. I feel like shouting. We shout our names in this church in the name of Jesus Christ. So don't throw yourself out. Number 2, he said, I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail over you. Ordinary you, Peter, gate of hell shall not prevail over you. Peter was not educated, just an illiterate fisherman. He said, gates of hell shall not prevail over you. Che wazam zama abu muhimanci. Kada ki kalle kanki ce to dana ai ni ban yi makaranta ba. Allah ma zai amfani da mu ba zancen makaranta bane. Zancen sanin ubangiji ne. Sanin ubangiji. You look at our mamas leading matters zumunta. What are you seeing? Joy of the Lord. That one didn't come by PhD. It comes by knowing God. I want you to know, sanin ubangiji ne. You may have a professor. If you like, have 20 PhD, but you don't know God. And one demon is making noise somewhere. Then you come and say, you, by systematic theology, get out, get out, get out, get out. By hermeneutics and exegesis, get out, get out, get out, get out. And the demon is saying, now waiting be this. Which kind of wala be this? But mama, where they sell akara, mama did her quiet time this morning. And she came out and saw where the devil is missing road. And she looked calm. She said, you, I speaking to you. I spoken to you. In fact, I spoken to you. Went out. I hope you know it will go. I hope you know it will go. I feel like shouting. Don't let anybody look down on you. Kada ka yadda wani ya sa ka rena kanka. Mama kada ki rena kanki. Allah ya dasa ikon bishara a cikinki. Ko ina inda kika bada umurni sai Iblis ya gudu. In ya ce ba zai gudu ba sai gan kallon wuta. I want you to know, in Christ, you are important. In Jos, some of you know Reverend S.O. Academy. Do you know Academy? Church of Eternal Life. Me and him were invited for a program in Niger State. We finished the program. He gave a testimony there. On our way back, that time I didn't have a car, so I was in his car. He drove us. We finished the evangelism. When we came back, we branched in Kefi. He said, Justice, that testimony I shared, I want to show you the girl. I saw the girl with my eyes. Maybe by now she has finished university. Maybe she's married, I don't know. But what happened? That time, they said when the girl was around 7, she woke up in the morning, 5 years, woke up in the morning and was paralyzed from here down. She couldn't move. They looked, what happened? Nobody knew what happened. They prayed and prayed and prayed. She is there. They took her to hospital. Hospital said, we cannot see anything. They called him Academy. He's related to the family. He said they prayed in Jos. He came to Kefi, prayed. The girl is still there. He said, he went back. This thing continued for days. Everybody has given up. Hospital said we cannot see anything. There's nothing wrong with her, but she's paralyzed. That day, they got up in the morning. The mama looked at the girl, greeted her. The girl refused to answer. Called her name, Mary. She refused to answer. What do you want to eat? She refused to answer. And the girl was just saying something. The mama came near to hear. What is the girl saying? The girl was singing. Satan, don't fall for ground. Macham. Satan, don't fall for ground. Hey! The mama said, my pikin don't run mad. She don't craze. Hey! She gathered people and said, Abu Yake Hoka, Tatabu. People came and were looking. You call her name, she will not answer. She was just saying that one thing. From around 7, they met her. She was saying, they say it was around 11. 3 hours. Satan, don't fall for ground. No. Around 11, people gathered. People are crying, saying, what is this? What is this? Suddenly, she turned on her tummy. People are looking. She got on her knees and hands. People are looking. She held the table. People are looking. She got on her feet. Some people ran away. Some people ran. Some people ran. And then she told the mother, I am hungry. Bring food. And they brought food for her. That was how she got her healing. She didn't know theology. She didn't know seminary. She didn't know university. She didn't know PhD. But heaven said she is important. I feel like shouting. Hey! You are so important to God. Do you know the Bible says we are fearfully and wonderfully made? As a baby, look at these plastic chairs. Do you know that when they want to make the plastic chair, they will make one mold. Then they will pour the rubber inside, and the rubber will bring out that chair. So they can use one mold and make 1 million plastic chairs like that. But for you, that is not how God made you. You are like somebody, God poured you in the mold. And when you came out, God destroyed the mold. You cannot be replicated. You cannot be duplicated. You cannot be copied. You cannot be cloned. You are the only one God made. Medical doctors say, in a single drop of sperm, they say there are more than 1 million sperm cells swimming towards the egg of the woman. When they get to the ovum in the egg of the woman, look at them. Anyone can enter and form a child. But only one enters. And only God chooses that one. Even when you do in vitro, you cannot choose the one that will enter. Only God chooses that one. As soon as that one enters, the surface of the egg will harden. It will stop all the other ones from entering. They can no longer enter. All of them will die because God is choosing the candidates. Do you know what it means? You don't know what it means? That this is you here. For us to have at least 9,000 potentially qualified candidates die for us to have. I am asking you, how important is that one? want you to know direction is better than speed. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth. You shall meditate on it day and night, being careful to do according to all that is written in it. Then you shall make your way prosperous and have good success. Look at what they do in BB Niger. For how much? For how much? A man from Nigeria, from Kogi State, doing mission in Sierra Leone. As a pastor, he's a poor man. So where they are mining, he also goes out with hoes in his farm, digging around. People are using caterpillar. Those that have money, they use caterpillar to dig, looking for diamonds. One day, with his hoe, tell the person by your side, now hoe, hoe. With the hoe in the farm, he was hitting. The hoe hit a stone. He brought out the stone. Look at the stone. Some people saw the stone and shouted, run for your life. He ran with the police. They took him to where they are checking. They say, which company did you get this one? He said, which kind of company? I know get company. Which caterpillar? Where did you dig? Caterpillar came. Now, ho. They said, this thing you are seeing is the third biggest diamond that has been found in Sierra Leone. They went and priced it. China priced it. UK priced it. The pricing of that diamond, they were pricing it for about, in Nigerian money, 2 billion naira. 2 billion. Sierra Leone say we are not selling. The man says, sell and give me money, sell. Sierra Leone say we are not selling. It's more than that. We will sell and give you your money and take our commission. I am asking you, how did he get it? Tell the person by your side, ordinary hoe. For you to go to mess up in BB Niger for 90 million is an insult on Elohim. You insult Elohim. If Elohim wants you to wake up with 1 billion now, you will do that. Can I hear you say, my Father, I shall make impact for the King. When they are asking you, what have you done? What do you have? Anybody that is pleasing God is doing something. For Jesus, doing something is pleasing God. He said, I will do the works of him who has called me. That is my impact. He said, my food is to do my Father's will and finish it. That is my impact. When we go to heaven, I want you to know, what do you think somebody can have on earth that can impress God? What? How many degrees can you have that God will be impressed? How many millions in your account that God will be impressed? But the day through you a soul comes to the kingdom, there is rejoicing. And I say, you shall make angels rejoice. You shall make angels rejoice. I feel like shouting. Oh! When you now understand this, you now know that the biggest problem of the church is when people do not get these 4 things. I told you, young people, that I will tell you a little bit about Israel. Look at Israel. Israel is the small nation you see here, surrounded by 22 Islamic nations. They are bigger than Israel 640 times in size. In population, 60 times bigger than Israel. But Israel is the superpower there. Today, when you do something in the world that makes impact, and they want to recognize you, they can give you Nobel Prize. I'm not talking about the Cora Awards and all these ones, the Dove Awards they give people for singing immorality songs. Nobel, when you do something that has impacted humanity positively. Let's look at little Israel and let's look at Arab nations that surround Israel. In peace, the whole Arab nations have 7 Nobel Prizes. Israel has how many? 9. In chemistry, the whole Arab nations have 2 Nobel Prizes. Israel has how many? 35. In literature, the whole Arab nations have 2. Israel has how many? In physics, the whole Arab nations have one. Israel has how many? In medicine, the whole Arab nations have how many? Israel has how many? In economics, the whole Arab nations have how many? Israel has how many? What is the secret of Israel? Every morning they say, "Hear ye, O Israel, the Lord thy God is one Lord, and you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, with all your strength, and love your neighbor as yourself." You go to an Israeli school, in primary school, you don't know child of millionaire, you don't know child of a poor man. Same uniform, same shoe, same table, same food. They teach the children, if your father is a billionaire, that is your father, you are a brat, you need to grow up and have your own. They teach them respect and courtesy. They teach them not to look down on anybody. They tell them your strength is your neighbor. When you care for your neighbor, you are strong. So in Judaism, they hold themselves. Passover, Israeli children from all over the world, they come back. People without homes, those that have houses, open their house. And they say, "Anybody, are you coming for Passover?" "Yes, we have room in our house. Come and stay. After Passover, you go. You don't need to have a house." They care for each other. So do you know what they do? When they now invent things like this, they bring it to Israel. And they say the patent right, the royalty shall go to Israel. Young people, your USB port, an Israeli boy designed it. Your flash drive, Israeli boy designed it. Intel Core i1, Core i2, Israeli boy designed it. Medical people, when you talk about insulin for diabetes, Israeli boy designed it. He invented it. And if you know the things they do, and when they do it, the boy will say, "Let the money not go to my account." Why? Because I am Israel. You sang and you say, "I am revival." An Israeli boy, they don't tell him, "Hear ye, O John. Hear ye, O Peter." No, they will look at him and they say, "Hear ye, O Israel." They tell every child, "You are Israel." If you mess up with your life, Israel is finished. If you mess up with your life, Israel is gone. That as you are seated here, there is no other cooking. You are cooking. There is no other church. You are the church. Where you are here, I want you to know you are the revival God is waiting for. I feel like shouting. You know I don't have time. Some years ago, our friends in South Africa called us and they told my bishop, "Do you know that the Nigerian government is considering same-sex marriage?" My bishop called me and said, "Justice, see what we had." I got that information on Saturday. That Saturday, I started, what will I do? The hearing in the Senate will be on Monday morning by 9. Brethren, I got the information Saturday from my bishop. My bishop got it from South Africa. Here, we didn't hear it. Sunday, after service, I finished service. I entered my car. I started driving to Abuja. Nobody sent me. I carried my printer in case. Printer was in my car. The car spoiled for me before massacre. Battery alternator was not charging. If you off it, it will not start. I begged somebody. The person gave me battery. I started it. I started the car. I got to Nyanya here. I got to Nyanya around 10. I know if I off that car, I cannot start it. I will not forget, I drove that car up that bridge towards the road, that road going to Karshi. And I was looking at shops. I saw a shop as if they are selling battery there. I saw the thing designed in front of the shop. I turned the car with the light on the shop and I copied the phone number. I called the man. Now one Igbo man, he answered me. He said, "Waiting." I said, "Now you get shop like this waiting for Nyanya?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Oh, if you no can't sell battery for me, I'll go break the shop now, steal everything with this." He said, "Okay, now waiting." I said, "Come here, sell battery for me now." He said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in front of the shop." He said, they come Nana. Brethren, I kept the car like that. I couldn't switch it off until the man came. I bought battery, new battery that night. I left from here and looked for a place where I stayed. That night, I slept around 12. And then I set my alarm to wake me up by 2. Only 2 hours sleep. I woke up by 2 and I started my research on homosexualism. How I am going to also tackle these people. And God was leading me to go to the human genome experiment, where you can prove that there is no DNA that causes homosexuality. That homosexuality is not genetically determined. I downloaded those things. I did my work. I printed it. Printer was in my car. I printed it. By 6, I took my bath. By 5. By 6, I was in House of Assembly. When they came, I saw the homosexuals coming in their cars, buses. And they came, Changing Attitude Nigeria, Friends Unite Nigeria, Queer Alliance. They were coming. They had money, support from UN and US and different countries. And they were entering. I also came to the gate and I said, I'm going. He said, where are you going to? I said, I'm going for the public hearing on same-sex marriage. He said, and who are you representing? I said, I'm an Anglican priest. He looked at the list there. He said, sorry, there's no Anglican here. Go out. I said, what do you mean? I said, oh God, there's no Anglican here. Come out. And next person, I said to him, excuse me, what names are there? He looked at me. I said, tell me, what names are there? He said, there is Islamic, JNI, Jama'at Nasr Islam. There is CAN, Christian Association. I said, I am CAN. I am CAN. He said, Shebi, you said you are Anglican. I said, excuse me. I said I am CAN. Do you have a problem with that? Give me the number of your superior. Why are you wasting my time? He said, oh, guy, never reached like that. Now you be CAN. I said, I am CAN. He said, okay, enter. As I entered, I saw some lawyers coming out. They were speaking Hausa. And they said, and I looked at them. One of them had a badge, Christian. I said, excuse me, are you coming for this? He said, yeah, we are class fund. We are Christian Lawyers Association. They said our name is not there, that we should go back. I told them, I said, Oga, me too, that's how they say my name is not there. And I told them, I am CAN. I said, Oga, come. I will tell them you are CAN with me. Come, may we go there. Oh, go there. I went there, I said, Oga, these are other CAN members. We are here. He said, Shebi, you came alone. I said, excuse me, do you have a problem with that? I said, there are CAN members here. Brethren, that was how we entered. When we got there, apart from one reverend father, Christians were not there. No Christian. Public hearing on homosexuality, no Christian group was there. It was me and class form. And I thank God for those class form brethren. Come on. When the homosexuals were talking, the person that led them was a girl from Anambra State, medical doctor. And they were also, these CAN lawyers were debating on the right. If you talk about your right, where is the right of God? When it was they did, I was resident, they didn't even call me. Senator Chris Ngige was going out to make a phone call outside. And I followed him. I said, excuse me, sir, I have been here before these homosexuals. And they have not called me up till now. He said, and who are you? I said, I am CAN. Senator Ngige went back and told them, he wrote it on paper. He said, call this one, call this one. The leader of the house that day, I can't remember that senator, is a Muslim. And he now said, CAN, representative of CAN, they have been giving the other people 15 minutes. He said, CAN, you are the last, we give you 5 minutes. I say, give me the microphone. Give me. When they gave me the mic, I turned to the girl. You said homosexuality is genetically determined. I told her the human genome experiment was performed by Dean Hammer. And when the result came out, Christian doctors in US asked him, are you saying homosexuality is genetically determined? He said, no. I quoted the day, quoted where the interview happened. I said, you are a doctor. I am an engineer. Refute me here in front of these people. The girl brought her head down. As the girl brought her head down, European Union started packing their camera. CNN started packing their camera. They knew the game was up. I have punctured the argument the girl was making there. The man said, where were you since? Well, I said I was here since that you went on and called me. He said, this paper, do you have it for us? I said, it is there on your table. Brethren, when I finished that presentation, AIT snatched the paper from me and ran away. Senator David Mark got up and said, after we don't hear Khan, with this thing that we have heard from Khan, Nigeria, we don't want this thing. He abused them to their intestines and told them to get away from them. Brethren, until today, I keep on asking myself, Father, what if I kept on insisting, I am Anglican? I am Anglican. Instead of saying, I am the church. Can I hear you say, my Father? I am the church. I am the reviver. I am your word. I am your epistle. I am your example. You are my Elohim. You are the rock. I am your sample. I feel like shouting. Hey. Let's now close with this. So Satan knows that when the church appears, we shall make a difference. When they pick a member of our church, they give you admission, you will be a different student. They give you a job in civil service, you'll be a different worker. They make you to work in a shop, you'll be different. We shall take over the 7 mountains of influence. We shall take over the economy. The church shall take over the economy. We shall take over education. We shall take over family life. We shall take over in sports. We shall take over in music. We shall take over in entertainment. We are the church. You believe that? Shout Elohim there. So, what is the problem with all this? Paul now said, let this man be in you. That everything we have said here, we are rejoicing. If you don't have the mind of Christ, it will never happen. And that is why he gave that parable of the person going down. Going down. So I will mention this as we close. That there are these 4 things. These 4 things. Anytime you use them, you will destroy the other 4 things we're talking about. And what are they? Ignorance, selfishness, anger, pride. Ignorance takes away the sense of identity. An ignorant person forgets who he is and forgets who his brother is. And we have used ignorance to kill and injure ourselves. When you look at the sister, a sister gives special number, you are blessed. And the first thing you are asking, kunche ita de gainani. Bokuseniba, ita mupunneche. Yoshe em mupunson farawaka. Do you know you have killed the whole administration? You have killed it. Somebody will preach, you say, kunche shi de gainani. Ache bakaseniba de. I want nang mutuming kogi ni. I mu kogi. Do you know you have missed it? When God looks at his children, he wants us to see him. See him. Ignorance takes it away. Your brother is in the church. Your sister is in the church. They came and asked Jesus, your mother is looking for you outside. Jesus said, who is my mother? Who are my brothers? He said, these ones that are listening to me, they are my brothers. They are my sisters. They are my mothers. They are my parents. Ignorance makes us not to know who we are. In the church, there is no orphan. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Is there an orphan in church? Does he have a father in church? Does he have brothers in church? Does he have sisters in church? You can only call him an orphan outside. When he comes here, he's in his father's house. You can only call me Igbo outside. When I enter COCIN Church, you call me your brother. I call you my sister. Ignorance takes away who we are. And when we look at each other from tribe, we begin our differences. Number 2, selfishness. Selfishness. When we think, Mune kawe, Nide ni kawe. Jesus said, Think of others better than yourself. Think of others better than yourself. Some of us, we are spoiling church through our selfishness. Za ayi send forth. Nche wannan za mu bashi buhu masara da. Ai kokari. Wani yazo za ayi send forth sai kun san wannan namu ne. Kun san wannan namu ne. To dole mu nuna jiki fa. Mu nuna jiki. And then you now look for 10 bags of maize. Oh, church, you are selfish. You are selfish. A young boy is asking at a mechanic. He said, nothing. Another person came and said, no, you know, church can be selfish. When the church is selfish, it loses its importance. That boy you didn't help, you didn't know who he will become tomorrow. You don't know who he will become tomorrow. The importance of the church is that everybody is important. We take one cup, we take one communion. Our father blessed us here on Sunday. He said in the night he was betrayed, he took the cup and he said, this is my body, which is given for you. In the same way he took the cup, he gave thanks. Drink this, all of you. One body, one cup, one communion. Everybody is important. Number 3, anger. When we are angry, it takes away the sense of incentive. Do you know that envy is anger? Jealousy is anger. When you are jealous and envy, when you are envious, you are angry that why is it that is this brother that can handle camera, not me? You are angry with the gift of God. And when we are angry like that, we divide the church. Anger leads to unforgiveness. Unforgiveness leads to malice. You find people in church, they're not talking to each other. Antambieki, that your sister, when they see you together, waiting happen, they say, you know, spirit of me and her, you know they agree. That your spirit, we know they agree, is our problem in this church. And anywhere you go with that spirit, it will still not agree. I want you to know, true strength does not come from releasing yourself. It comes from holding yourself. True strength comes from self-control. My brother, you see a sister in this church, and all you are thinking of is fornication, you need deliverance. She's your sister. She is your brethren. You have a car, you are living here, and you see the one trekking. Do you know simple courtesy? Simple courtesy. Are you going my way? Are you going my way? I have been in a church. Rain fell. People came out with a car. And somebody says, sir, I am going your side. They say, kuri. Na kai mota and car wash jiya. Ga tapo kota ina ga tapo kota ina kuri. Za sa mo tapo a mota. Hey! Hey! I want you to know you have nobody but the church. If you are thinking of going to heaven, it's the church that will help you. The Bible said in Hebrews 10:25, he said, do not neglect the gathering together of the brethren. When you are discouraged, the world will say you are finished. It's the church that will say you are rising. When you are down and out, it's the church that will lift you. And then pride. When you are proud, you only think of your own. They should only highlight you. If there is anything, ayabe Igbo, that is pride. Humility is to recognize, hey, that thief brother is good in Bible study. Hey, that Birom sister, if you give her song here, heaven will open. Hey, that Yoruba brother is a prayer warrior. That is the variety of the church. And when the church doesn't provide it, we are finished. Let me close with this. A young girl, when she was young, 6 weeks old, she was having fever. The father went and brought a medical doctor, and the medical doctor was a fake doctor. The doctor said to cure the fever, they will cook some leaves and put in her eyes. They didn't have medicine like today. The doctor cooked leaves, hot, put it in the eyes of this beautiful 6 weeks old girl. She was crying. He used bandage it very well so that she will not remove it. He said after some days, remove it. The girl was crying. After some days, they removed it. The 2 eyes were condemned. Condemned. The man ran away. The father said, oh, I am the one that brought this fake doctor to injure my princess. The man had heart attack and died. The mother said, oh, I've lost my husband. They are poor. Where will they get money? She said, okay, I have to go and be working so that to the grandmother. The grandmother, a poor woman, what can I give this girl? The grandmother said to her, I don't have any other thing, but I have the church. The grandmother took 6-year-old girl to Sunday school. And they are telling her Bible stories. Then the grandmother will come back home. She will read Bible for her. Then the girl will say, Mommy, that teacher, that other teacher that told that story, please take me. I want to hear more stories. She will take the girl again, church. From there, the girl is learning. Then they are singing. The girl will join to sing. Then, hey! By 5-year-old, 6-year-old, the girl is writing poem. By 8 years, the girl is writing songs. By being a teenager, she's writing hymns. People looked at her. They said, but you are blind. You can't see. So how are you going to be living your life? What is your identity? And she said, identity? I am thine, O Lord. I have heard thy voice, and it told thy love to me. But I long to rise in the arms of faith and be closer drawn to thee. Draw me nearer, nearer, blessed, to the cross where thou hast died. Draw me nearer, blessed Lord, to the precious blood. She said, my identity is from him. You people say that I'm blind, I don't understand. You people say I'm nobody, but I know he loves me, and I have my power from him. So she sang, Jesus, keep me near the cross. There is a precious fountain, free to all, a healing stream flows from Calvary's mouth. In the cross, in the cross, in the cross, be my glory ever. To thy ransom soul shall find. Don't be ashamed of your story. Your life is not ending with a story. Your life is ending with a song. And the church shall help you find your song. Can I hear you say, my Father, my story shall be turned to a song. Paul said that one day all tears shall be wiped away and we shall sing. You shall be there. People looked at her blind. How will you cope in this world? And she sang the song, pass me not, O gentle Savior. When she was advancing, she became a powerful evangelist. Without eyes, she was assuring people of heaven. And she was the one that sang. Because they are asking, what do you have? People are gathering the whole world. People that have eyes are struggling to have wealth. You, what do you have? And she reminded them, thou my everlasting portion, more than friend, all life to me, all alone, my pilgrim's journey, say your Lord, He walk with close to me, 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 close to me. To God be glory, great things He has done. So loving the world that He gave us His Son. For you and His guidance, atonement for sin, and for goodness of life with Him. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the Lord. Hymns, became one of the greatest hymn writers. Fanny Crosby, Francisca Crosby, her nickname, they call her Fanny Crosby. But she never the church should have finished. No father that loved her. The mother is away trying to make money. If grandma didn't take her to church, she will not have found her identity, her importance, her incentive, her impact, and she died becoming the greatest female hymn writer. She wrote hymns of heaven as if she is already there. And I want you to know